Right then, it's time for Blood on the Box. We are back. My apologies, it's been a long time, but unfortunately I've been extremely busy. And if you want to blame anybody, I've got 4 names you can blame. Gnome Slayer, Najins, Gerdly, Fanfox. If they just let me have the Chof playoff spot, then I wouldn't have had to keep grinding and I've had more time for the Xbox, so blame them. Right. Anyway, we're back with Blood on the Box, and I've made a few changes. We've got a few new sort of segments in the show, and also I am really proud and glad to announce that one of the best guys, Little Yoshi, aka Paul Campbell, will be co-announcing a lot of my Blood on the Box shows, as I now am trying to go to doing a 3-way. Yes, 3-way is the best way. So myself and Little Yoshi will be trying to get you guys on each episode, and we'll be having a 3-way discussion on various topics. So, there we go. So, let's welcome Little Yoshi now then, Mr. Yoshi. Glad to have you on board. I know you're feeling not too well, but it's such a trooper you are. You've come on to do Blood on the Box, so much appreciated. How we feeling? You had a good draw earlier against Mutt, didn't you?
I did. I felt a bit hard done, but to be honest, I thought
you?
I shut him down on his drive. I thought I shut him down, and then he did what Mutt does, and found the hole I didn't think was there.
He's a bugger, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's a bugger.
Still, I got the draw. In fact, to be fair, he probably got a bit unlucky to not stop me as well. So could have gone anywhere that one.
But you know, it's like when you start thinking, oh, you know what, against one of the best on the Xbox Mutt, and you think to yourself, you know what, I could have had you. That shows you how you sort of know the progression of becoming a better coach.
Yeah, when he's playing Khemri.
Yeah, well, he can play. Mutt can play anything.
If he's played other teams, I've got a bit less confidence. When he's playing Khemri, I feel like I might have a shot.
Yeah, well, there we go. So, we've got a lot to go on in the show. I was going to say, shall I say it or shall I wait to see if some people get in the chat first? I'll leave it for now. Anyway, let's go on to the first thing, and that is pole position. Now, I can imagine Space Magic W having a right go, because he's been on top of the leaderboard for all this time. And now we come to the show, Drick Assassins have taken over. So it's not the Napoleon Complex we'll have a look at, it is the Drick Assassins. Drick has gone back to basics. The World Cup is here, and he is not messing about. He wants that World Cup ticket, and he wants to win the World Cup. And obviously, I remember him saying he was so salty when he went out the first round of the World Cup last time. So he's back this time, and he's obviously hoping for payback and trying to win the Holy Grail. But first of all, he's going to try and make himself a big wad of cash, obviously, in the playoffs this season, in Season 13. And in Season 14, he's gone for Wood Elves again. I'm trying to think if there's ever a better Wood Elf player on the consoles than Drick himself. If it is, I don't think I've seen one.
Lee Ealing.
He's good. I think he's good, but I don't think he's as good as Drake. But he's a good player. Yeah, definitely. I've played against him. But hey, I mean, it's Anarian who was a really good Wood Elf player on the PC. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I don't really do much on PC. But Drick is a fantastic coach. But anyway, let's have a look at this team. Drick Assassins. Bloody Wood Elves. They should all die a horrible death. But anyway,
they normally do.
They do if I play them. If I play them, they always seem to die. But when I'm against my opposition, they never do until it's really late and the game's already gone.
He's back up to. He's got 12 players, which is nice for him.
Didn't
last time I looked at this team, I'm sure he only had 7 or 8.
Wow, he's lost his strength 4 War Dancer.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
That's really good news for everybody else, not good news for Drake. I mean, he still goes to Jelly 5 one, but he definitely had a Strength 4 one, and that's a pain in the backside. So whoever killed the Strength 4 War Dancer, congratulations, you've just done everybody else on the Xbox C ladder a really good favour. So congratulations. If Drake ends up in chat, maybe he'll tell us what happened there. But he must have lost that very last few games or something.
It looks like last game.
Against Blade? Actually. He could be against Blade.
Look at the new fella.
Well, he's got nothing.
Oh no, the new fella's played one match.
So it's probably against Mutt. He might have been Mutt again. Mutt has this thing of killing people, and obviously with Chaos. So maybe it was him. We'll don't know. But that's a massive blow for Drake. Huge blow. Because that guy was a pain in the backside. Being able to jump into a cage on a 3+, usually getting a 2-die if they haven't got any guard around, was always a massive thing. But anyway, like I said, Drake, fantastic player, easily one of the best three on the Xbox. A lot of people say he is the best on the Xbox.
I played him in World Cup actually yesterday.
Yep.
And he had some min-maxed.
Yeah. Crazy stuff.
Wood elves.
Yeah.
No, min-maxed wood elves, and they were horrendous. He did have I think he was strength 5, agility 5, or something like that.
Something
horrendous
silly.
war dancer.
Yeah.
Who just hopped into your cage and beat the shit out of whoever at the ball. He was getting 1 die. I had 4 Black Hawks with guard on the corners, and he was still jumping in and getting 1 dice.
Wow.
Just like,
I mean, to be fair
what are you doing about that?
To be fair to Drick, when the rules came out for this, Drick was like, no, not on stats. They said, no, stats will be abused. They said, it's just not. But they said, look, we're going to go with it. So obviously he did what he did, and he came up with these freaks. But, to stick up for Drick didn't want that. He didn't want the stat ups. But obviously he's going to use them.
Everyone can do the same thing. Everyone can do the same thing, so that's,
Yeah, absolutely. But he's got an agility 5 catcher. Now that agility 5 catcher is a pain in the backside. He plays with that one very well. He started to bring in this shadowing on his catchers. I first noticed this on the PC. I think he caught out a lot of PC coaches. And he's transferred that across to the consoles. Obviously he's got his kick catcher. Kick on a catcher. What do you think about that? I must admit, when I saw that, I was like, ooh, really? Kick on a catcher? Surely that could have gone on.
I can get it, because if you had kick on a lineman,
yep,
and they got injured, are you gonna use an pass on that? And then if
but they easily skill up, don't they? They easily skill up.
I don't know. If you look
if you're on Drick's team, you skill up within the game. You know, the amount of 4-5-0s he bloody wins by. But I mean, the thing is, I suppose I don't know if this shows you how OP Wood Elves are, or it just shows you how great of a coach Drick is. Because you look at this team, and it's all right, isn't it? It's all right, but for 1850 TV, it's quite high. But obviously that's helps for you. But it's not a team I look at and go, oh my god, I'm so scared. But he just kills everyone with them. He just absolutely crucifies them. He just knows how to play Wood Elves. I mean, obviously, like I said,
if you can use the war dance as well, then you can just terrorise people with Wood Elves. It's why I hate playing against Kislev as well with the leap. It's just I'll admit I can't handle it very well. I can't defend against it very well at all. I know some people can.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is,
I'm rubbish at it.
The difference between Kislev and obviously the Wood Elves is Kislev, a lot of them are on the agility 3, so you can base them up where you bash things, and it's risky for them to dodge away. While obviously Wood Elves, obviously being agility 4, they can disengage. And like I see a lot of Drick games, and I can just see all the patterns. He has about 3-4 different patterns to wherever you position your players. So he says, all right, so you've covered play A, B, and C, but guess what? You didn't cover play D. I'm going to go and score. Then I'm going to get the ball off you again. And I'm going to score again. And by the time it's half time, it's 2-0. If you take out 4 or 5 of my players, doesn't matter. I've already won the game. And that's what's so deadly with Drick. Drick gets off to these lightning fast starts. If you can stop him doing these lightning fast starts, then you've got a slim chance of doing something against him. But he's so hard to beat. He's so hard to beat. And in fact, Drick's in the chat. Drick, who got rid of your Strength 4 piece? Was it Mutt? Did Mutt kill it? Please tell us how that beautiful Strength 4 piece died, so we can haul,
Yeah, hold on to the memory.
Yeah, hold on to the memory. Yeah. But, he's just, like I said, he's such a good coach. He really is. And if anybody wants to play Wood Elves, best way to play them. I mean, obviously, you can look at help videos and all that sort of stuff, and they're great. But I always think, and what I do, especially when I'm looking at a new race, if I was thinking, you know what, I'm gonna bloody play Wood Elves, and I'm gonna kick everyone's ass because I'm gonna be awesome at it, but I need to learn how to play them, then I would just recommend
watch
people
Mutt's videos.
Just watch. No, I would just watch Drick. There's no. It's not coincidence that this guy just basically wins almost every time, or he runs at 4-0s, 3-0s. What?
Fired the strength 4.
No.
Oh man, that's some proper ball.
But
I
you
would
see,
never be sacking
the
that
thing
with a
is,
niggle.
the thing with Drick is though, I announced his game against Space, and he appoed a really crap catch, and I'm like, oh my god, what are you doing? You know, you've got all these quality players, but the thing is, what I've started to realise with Wood Elf coaches, the best ones anyways, they don't care. They've already accepted that they may lose the agility 5 piece, the strength 4 piece, or whatever. They don't care. They know that all Wood Elves are a good piece,
Marked.
and
Yeah,
they just don't care. And he wanted the extra player, and he was like, well, if I lose the agility 5 piece, tough. I'm good enough to be able to use the other pieces, and I've noticed that when I've spoke to a lot of the good Wood Elf coaches, they have the same thought process as Drick. But yeah, if you wanna become a better coach, I always say watch the better players, watch them, because you can see what they do, and then you can try and add that to your game. Just remember though, even the great players like Drick, they do have bad games, and sometimes if the dice are against you, there's not much you can do. But yeah, Drick saying they're going to die anyway. I probably get less casualties than Bash teams. Yeah. But I would imagine, though, Drick, that's because obviously you're disengaging a lot, so you're not giving as many hits. But this team, obviously, it looks good. I mean, to me personally, if I was lucky enough to qualify with my Chorfs and I ran into this first round, I'd be spewing. Because I'm like, you know what, I've just ground my way, somehow managed to get myself to the playoffs and I run into this. Because Drick he's just so good, isn't he? But that basically...
I'd be in trouble. I'd be in trouble as well with the looks against this.
Well, I have enough tackle, but just that he's just too quick. So,
I haven't only got 2 tackle. I've been in a lot of trouble.
I think the thing is, when you play like coach like Drick, you've got to have a bit of luck. You've got to pray that the leaping doesn't work. Or if he does get in, he don't get the ball loose, and you don't have a fumble with the ball. Obviously, hopefully, you're at your stadium, not his, so you don't have the wizard shop. Little things like that. And then obviously, if a war dance on the floor, beat the crap out of it. Or anything if you can. Because that's the way to go. I mean, the only weakness I always see in a Drick team is he usually only runs with 11 players. He's got 12 here, but a lot of time he only runs with 11. So you think, if I can get a few attrition early, I might have a chance. But like all good players, the best way to beat them is to make sure they've got less players on the pitch than you. But yeah, he's got the wizard shop, no brainer there. I like that choice. Look at this: 22 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses, fantastic record. He is top of the C ladder, and that's all we can really say. I mean, I don't know if you've got anything else to add to Drick's team. I just think it's it's okay.
No, it's just a really nice team.
It does what it does. As I've said many times before, I'd be more scared of the coach than the team, though, if I'm being honest. That agility 5 piece needs to die.
Yeah. I think he uses his catchers more than he uses his dancers.
Yeah.
By the looks of them.
Yeah, well, they're the scoring threat,
which again must be something. Because I can't play Wood Elves. I've tried and I just fall on my ass. I'm terrible with Wood Elves.
I just get bad luck with Wood Elves. I can do the, don't give more than 30 hits a match and stuff, but when I play every 7, the break and the die and all that sort of stuff, and I'm not doing nothing different to the likes of Drick and everybody else. But I don't know. I just don't know. But maybe it's because I'm more comfortable with Bash.
I'm similar. I know how to play that game.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do a hit and run.
Yeah. So there you go. So poor old Space Magic will be like, for God's sake, I was top of the ladder, and the week you do it, you bloody is when Drick takes over. But don't worry, we'll now go and have a look at some of the other teams in the champion ladder. Now, let's have a look at what I'm going to call the rise of TFG. Yes, the guy, the villain who's taken over from Calcin Cass, obviously because Calcin Cass at the moment he's on a break. But obviously...
No. Calcin Cass has got some more chaos that have just started yesterday.
Again? Well, do you know what?
Yeah.
Tell you can't keep him down. Well, he's had a break and he might be coming back then. But anyway, TFG Hero, he is the guy who seems like everybody loves to hear. He smack talks everybody. He's upset people. And I get it, but give credit where credit is due. Liz and Co. Lizardman. I played Lizardman in season...
Let's see who he's played.
He's played bloody good teams. I know this. I played Lizards. All right, I did play many games with them, but I couldn't stand them. But this Liz and Co has run through so many teams. Gnome Slayer, who nobody can beat. He smashed him 4-0, if I remember correctly. Najeen's smashed him as well.
He's beat Blade there.
No, he's beaten a lot of the top teams. Oh, I'm putting Najeen's in when I shouldn't be. Let me just go to his team.
Well, Blade conceded. Okay, something must have gone wrong.
Let's have a look at the history before I go into the team. So, 1-1 against Gnome Slayer. Good result. 4-1 against US... Oh, yeah, Bulldogs are... Yeah, they're not very good. Route 1, 3-0.
They've just been banned anyway.
Have they? Oh, well. UGA Bulldogs, they actually surprised the
Genes. Of someone who'd already been banned. That's a big result.
Yeah. Lizard
yeah,
Co.
that's a very big result.
3-0 against Route 1. They've got beat by head and butt and elbows. That's a surprise. Beat Sasatunub, you said there was a thingy. And poor old Rambo, 3-1 against Lizard Co. there. Beat Lethal Formia. Beat Lethal Formia again. Drew with Death Ball there. Beat the Goth Rockers. Beat Blades Assassin. Beat Marvin Maulers.
Oh, God. Okay,
More down punches. You know, he's muted. Mutt gave him a good slap there. Look at that. 4-0 against the Hash. That's against Gnome Slayer, who I regard as one of the best on the Xbox. 4-0. That takes some doing. Like I say, I can keep going through.
Wow. Yeah, okay. No, normally he seems to have records against people I've never heard of,
but this is good, isn't it?
Wow.
This is it. This has been TFG. I've never had an issue with TFG because obviously when I play him, he does like to talk a bit, and you know, but. I understand why everyone's coming from, but I always look at when I do shows like this, you've got to be fair to everybody. So I look at it as his performance with this team, and it is rocketed with this team. I don't know what he's done, but this team has just been kicking ass, big time. He's got. I tell you what I like about him. He's gone by the guard and he's gone by the stand firm route on his Sora. So that's something I wanted to do, but didn't have the time last season. So it's good. The problem he's got is if he comes into like a wood-off team like Drix, or anything with Leap, and he's in a bit of bother. A lot of his good results have come against the Bash teams, and you'd expect him to do quite well against Bash teams because obviously he's got the strength, and he's got the guard and the stand firm to keep him there, so I get that. So that is the only weakness at the moment, but he has been on fire. I watched some of his games, and I'm like, holy crap, man, he's just on top form. And this team has got to be taken seriously. The only issue he's got is obviously if he keeps playing, he keeps running into kill teams. Because he may beat them, but how much
if he concedes out the finals for what would be his third time.
What do you mean concede in the finals?
He's conceded.
Oh, you mean he's conceded twice in the playoffs before? Right, well, that's something...
At least twice.
Well, they have...
So I think as soon as dice go against him, as soon as he has a bit of bad luck, I think he tilts fast.
Right.
So that could be something.
Well, he's been made. He's obviously been made aware because I got the message as well, and it's been a topic. Well, obviously we're not going to go over here, but you know, people are aware now. If you concede, you will be banned for the next season. So hopefully, even he will think, you know what, I'm just gonna just skip turns, or I am going to get a ban. But anyway, Security Gate, yeah, I like that. 28 wins, 10 draws, 7 losses. It's amazing. He's done really well. I like his
really
build.
Good record.
And like I said, he's beaten some of the best, or he's tangoed with the best. Like you said before, sometimes we can get lucky. We all can get lucky, get a bit of a soft profile against some coaches who aren't very good. But this guy, he's done really well. And I'm just thinking,
really nice team, actually, really well built.
Yeah, he just needs tackle.
Three stand firm,
doesn't he?
Three stand firm to stop the one turner. So that's really good.
Yeah,
that's hard to get on these teams.
It's smart. It's smart the way he's done it.
Sidestep on every skink. That's really nice.
And diving tackle. So
get out of trouble.
You can sort of see how he's gone ahead and done this, haven't you? The way he's gone ahead, and I just like it. I just like the way he has gone ahead and done his team, and I wish him all the best. His team's an extreme.
To be honest,
I know. Nobody will. Nobody will. Nobody will.
And
I don't expect anyone.
No, if he's who I think he is with an alternative account, one of his other accounts, and he has sent me some very horrible messages, with some very colourful language, and I'm not gonna
No,
pretend that I don't.
no, and you don't have to. But
Dislike him,
I just look at it as I give credit where credit's due. The team's doing well. It's good to see Liz's team up there. We hadn't had a really good well, I'd say a really good Liz team, but we have, haven't we? Had who was the guy who got to the final? I can't remember his name now. Digoku or something?
Oh God.
Yeah, Digoku, I think it was. But so
Yeah,
Liz
Digoku,
are doing all
yeah.
right, aren't they? They're doing all right. So it's good to see. But yeah, I'll have to have a look to see what he does with his skink, especially on like Chorfs and that. I mean, I think my Chorfs would love them sidestepping skinks to base up very much. So, but I've not had the pleasure of playing him yet. I wouldn't mind to play him though.
Got the Saurus with guard to bring in and back
Yeah,
them up. Although
yeah.
I suppose you've got guard on doors as well, haven't you?
Oh,
But
yeah, not as much as I should. But yeah, I like this team. I like this team a lot. So it'll be interesting to see. Right then, let's get on to
have no deaths.
let's get on to
There's
Space's team.
three
Yeah.
deaths in 45 games. It's really
that
good
all?
in his luck, actually.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at Space's Napoleon Complex before he gets upset. He's not pole position anymore, but you know what? I love Space. I think he is easily top 3. I think basically him, Drick, and Mutt are my 3. I look at as the best 3 on the thingy. Although Gnome is trying to break into that 3 now with his consistent results. Another team,
Well.
loads of guards.
Rambo is always there.
Yeah, Rambo. I love Rambo, but if you're looking at pure ability, and I think Rambo would be as honest to say he's not really, like me, not in the same league as a Space or a Drick, I don't think. But you know, and the Mutt as well. They're all bloody good coaches.
I don't know if when they brought out the World Cup qualifier.
Yeah, it's consistently does
him
well.
and-
It does consistently well.
Yeah, that's
But-
what I mean.
But what I'm saying is, if I had to put money on a coach in Blood Bowl, I'd probably put it on Drick or Space. You know, but you know, I'm not crabbing what Rambo's done, because Rambo's done fantastically well in it every season. He got 2 at the quarterfinals of the playoffs. Just gone. He's won it with Nagel. He's a fantastic coach. But you know, I just like Drick. I think Drick's a better coach.
Yeah.
Maybe people could.
Drick's very much. From what I know, though, Drick only plays agility teams, unless I'm forgetting something.
He's better.
Mostly.
Um,
Whereas, yeah,
Big-
I
big-
suppose Rambo really plays Bash.
Whereas
Whereas Space, he's
yeah.
an all-rounder. He's qualified with Chaos. He's qualified with. Well, he's going to qualify with these Dwarves, which
yeah,
is pretty good. I'm sure he's qualified with an agility team before now as well.
yeah. So basically, I mean, let's have a look. Now they're saying scuffed Mick audio. Well, you could have told us earlier. Big Boros are saying your mic is a bit scratchy. Are you on Android? And then Arcade Gamer said scuffed Mick audio. So I don't know about your audio. I don't know if there's any.
That's me. Sorry. Hang on, it's probably because it's wrestling against my chest.
Wrestling against his chest, eh?
I'm not. I've got clothes on, mate. Don't get too excited.
You'll have to let us know if it's any better or not.
All right. If that carries on, let me know. Hopefully that should sort it.
Yeah. But you can understand what he's saying, though, I hope. Drick's saying, look, my brother got in the money and he's a noob. So there you go. I don't know. I mean, Drick, yeah, granted,
He's not a noob.
Drick has really shown his best form with Wood Elves. I don't know. Drick's in the chat. Is it a fair thing to say? I don't know. I really don't like saying anything bad about Drick, because Drick is one of the best coaches. Yes, could I don't know. With Wood Elves, he's one of the best ever on any platform.
Okay. Yeah. We need Drick to qualify.
But
with,
but I'm guessing what you're saying to Drick is like, you can't be classed as the best until you played something out your comfort zone. Is that what you're trying to get at? Are you trying to challenge him?
Don't try and pin me down into
Look,
Yoshi
challenges.
challenge or some shit.
Yoshi said until you play bloody... No, because if he ends up playing bloody Chaos Kill Teams or something, he'll destroy us. He only destroys us on the scoreboard at the moment. We don't even deleting teams. I played everything, but I chose Woodies. Yeah, there you go, you see. He likes his Woodies.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
You know
fair
what?
enough.
If I was making winner like he was with Woodies, I think I'd keep with Woodies as well. So, you know. Disease says, "I beat Drick once." Yes, that's it. You see, you know,
Once, yeah.
you know, you're a good coach when someone comes in the chat and said, "Look, I beat you the once, but I beat you. It doesn't matter. You beat me 50 other times. I beat you the once." I'm the same. I'm the same when I beat the good coaches. I try and bring them back. But yes,
I don't remember beating Drake or Space.
I don't. He always intercepts my bloody passes when I throw. In the Apple Cup, it doesn't matter, Drake. It doesn't matter. He beat you. Let him have his moment of glory. Don't be such a nasty pasty. But anyway, let's get on with the space. Look, we're going to get shot by space. We've gone way off target here. Let's have a look at Space Magic W's.
And then we talk about Drick some more.
I know. It's all about Drick show, isn't it? The Napoleon Complex. You know, space, if you'd have finished top, maybe you'd have been all about space. But anyway, let's have a look at this team. First thing, what on earth's these names? Ekraz, Akrin, Buzan. Are these all just like not made up names? Or is this some sort of like Napoleon French name team? I don't really know. The French. I don't have much time for the French.
They're not references I get.
I don't. I'll be surprised if there was a Frenchman in the Napoleon army called Dulain Doctrol. If he was, awesome. Standard Space Magic build. Plenty of guard as you would need on your long beards. Plenty of Mighty Blow. Stand firm. Yes. These are the ingredients. We had it on the PS4. A guy called Blob Skills. I don't know if Drick knows him. He's mainly a PC player. Came onto the PS4. He won the championship with that formation: guard, Mighty Blow, stand firm. Just that really he had, and he just wrecked teams. He absolutely almost. I think he pitch cleared Azawin's team, who was going for a 3-timer or 4-timer as champion. And dwarfs are so nasty if you get the right skills, for definite.
Yeah, this is a horrible thing. I wouldn't want to play these. Funny to see anyone Troll Slayer.
I tell you what's interesting. I tell you what's interesting, Yoshi. I'm looking at the chat. Big T Burrows says it's a standard vanilla dwarf team. What's to talk about? Every dwarf team behind him has the same build, exactly the same build. Now, if we go by that, and that's fair enough, just shows how much of a good coach he is. Because if every dwarf build's the same, he's doing something the rest aren't. He obviously is knowing what he's doing. But dwarfs are very good. Drick saying a wizard and space magic will lose. I disagree strongly with that.
Depends how well the wizard does.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, because I don't think space will put you in a position where a lightning bolt will do the job.
Yeah.
Normally, unless he's really.
And the thing is as well,
into a corner.
Even I think
you're gambling on a fireball.
Even there, Drick's Wood Elves may have a problem getting the ball loose in this cage. I think he'll say, "Don't talk rubbish, Bernie." Obviously, the stand firm's there, so 110ers are really hard to do. So that's also very good. He's got enough potential. Mighty Blow in there as well. He's got some Dauntless. I love that.
He's got an Edge 4 Dodge Blitzer as well. That's lovely.
Yeah. This is another team. I mean, he's going to be able to outguard a lot of teams. And Dauntless, I love Dauntless as a 4th choice skill. Love it really much. Because obviously when you're going against Black Hawks, what have got guard and all that sort of stuff, having been able to go touch-toe with guard and then being able to throw up some Dauntless in there is such a key skill. I love the way he's built them. People may say it's a boring build, but it's effective. You know, this is how it should be done. If you want to get funky, a few maybe diving tackle pieces on your long beads later on might be good. But I just loved it. I mean, the stand firm base means he could control the pitch wherever he goes. You know, if he forces you down the sideline, you're in trouble, because good luck trying to break through that. I think this is one of the best teams I've seen, and I expect it to go well. Security Gate, yeah, we know why he's gone for that. That's obvious. 26 wins, 7 draws, 5 losses. Another really good record. And he'll be up there. Again, he's one of those coaches you think, please do not let me draw this guy, because, you know, hey, I'd have a major problem with him. And I'm sure Drick wouldn't really want to play this. I don't think. Not many people do.
No, not with all the tackle.
Oh, hey, I tell you what, that's easy. What's your gamer tag? I tell you what, I'm loving it. He said, this top dwarfs, I drew with them. So he's beaten Drick. He's drawn with these dwarfs.
That's Razalatham, or whatever it's pronounced. I think. He said, look at one of his teams earlier.
Razzletham. Razzletham.
Razzle or
Razzletham.
Razzletham or Razzletham or something like that.
I don't know. We'll have a
Yeah.
look. We'll have a look.
He's got a really nice high elf team that I
Has he? Right, okay. Well, since he's in chat...
spectacular bullshit the other day.
Right, did he? Okay. Right, let's go...
Oh no, I had the bullshit, mate. It was amazing.
Oh, right, okay. Fair dues.
Best thing I've ever seen a dog do in my life.
Right then, the next thing we're going to have a look...
Your standard 4 dodges, go for it, touchdown. That's all you need.
Fair enough.
Draw it out.
Right, let's have a look then at the Chorf three-way. Three-way, always the best way. Not when it's bloody my team in there. Benny on the box, Najeen's Gnome Slayer, all fighting for 2 spots. And I'll be honest,
Who were looking at first?
It's a nightmare. Why couldn't it be why couldn't they just let me just have the spot? Why does everybody have to try and go for the same race I do? Let's have a look at Hasher. Let's have a look at Gnome Slayer. Gnome Slayer in top form at the moment. Oh man, this guy's so hot right now, as Zoolander would say. Let's have a look at him. He's obviously we'll be able to look at the playoffs as well soon, guys. Obviously he's just won his quarter final against Rambo's Chorfs. And it'd be helpful if I actually went to the right team. And he just doesn't lose. It's annoying. He doesn't lose, this guy. Why can't people beat this guy, including myself? 19 wins, 13 draws, 4 losses. He's been on a bit of a drawitis at the moment. His last 3 he's drawn 0-0, 1-1, 1-1. Got a good draw against
That's
Lizard
the big
Co.
thing about a good record, though, is if you can turn losses into draws,
Yeah.
then you'll
Yeah.
stay up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas, if draws turn into losses, that's when that's my special.
But the thing is, look, I was using the Modric site, ranking calculator. The thing is, all 3 teams are so close. Even draws can make a difference. Like, it can hurt you. It's all about the big W at the moment with the three Chorf teams. So even a draw wouldn't hurt you as much as a loss. But they're so tight between these 3. It's crazy. What do you think of the team? He's got 2 Mighty Blow claw pieces. He took movement on obviously Radiant Blood Axe. I don't know if that was a double, but you'd think. Oh yeah, sorry. He took movement instead of piling on either 30. He took piling on that number 3. He took the movement and then it got a -1 to movement.
Hey?
That's always the same.
Are we looking at the same team?
I'm looking at Hashut half-size hitters. Is what I'm looking
I
at.
can't see any movement on number 3.
He did have it, but he lost it.
No. Oh, he did have it and he lost it again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He's lost to play
dear.
for next game. But, I mean, again, you look at this team, it's good, solid, but again, it's the coach what makes this team dangerous.
It has to be, because one of those bull centaurs is wildly underskilled.
Rambo has decided...
I don't want to reopen the break tackle on the bull centaur debate.
Oh,
that I
God,
missed,
no.
but,
No.
but he should have it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bit of talk saying, where's Rambo? Rambo decided that with his record of 17 losses, it would be a waste of time to keep going because there's 3 Chorf teams with better records. Between them wasn't going to lose 17 games. Space Magic says he's gone Kislev and he should qualify. Drick is saying, I stopped change team when I saw my statistics going down. It's all about stats. I don't agree much with stats. They can be padded one way or the other. He's telling Space to go Necro. Necro says, Space says don't like going the same race twice. It's dull. Drick says, yeah, I know, but Drick has gone Wood Elves again and probably go Wood Elves next season as well.
Yeah, but it actually matters this season a bit more with the World Cup. I think.
With the World Cup. Yeah, if he wins the World Cup
people
ticket,
like to experiment, but also people want to get their tickets, don't they? No.
So it's obviously got the break tackle on 1 bull centre. I think the other bull centre he's only just got that one, so he might get break tackle next. He's got 2 claw pieces with Mighty Blow was always helpful. He's got 5. Well, he's actually got 6 card, but only 5 for next game. He's got a nice Hobgoblin, ball carrier, movement 7, blodge, show hands. Is it
the
Niggle?
other Hobgoblin is a bit of a. Oh, what that fella's up to?
Has he got niggling injury on this thing? Oh yeah, damage back. Oh, that's never good. 1660 TV value.
A bit of a...
So for the TV value, it's pretty good. So he's got the damage output there. He's got a ball handler. Like I say, it's a good team. it's not outstanding, but the coach is, and he knows how to use these. He's a very smart coach, and I think he's one of those coaches at the moment. He's, like I said, he's so hot right now. He can just do anything. And I think they've got a chance. Obviously, he's got a cheerleader, coach assistant, and 3 team roles. He has a security gate. That's obviously big with a lot of the big coaches because they don't want the extra 10 syndrome. Like I said, 19 wins, 13 draws, 4 losses, so really, really good. Let's have a look at Nagins then, the second of the 12 teams while trying to fight for the 3 spots. It's getting pretty tied up there now. Nagins had a horror yesterday, absolute horror. I was trying to play on the PS4, but obviously because I've got my Xbox next to me, I was trying to watch his games as play my own on PS4. Was probably not the smartest thing to do. And I watched him against the Ogres, and the Ogres, I thought there's no way the Ogre's going to get anything from this game. The Ogre guy was playing fantastic, and he could have stalled it out. Could the Ogre guy on 10-5. He could have stalled out to 10-7, 10-8, and he bloody scored. I was going mental. I was like, what the fuck are you scoring 10 fucking 5 for? You don't need to. So I just thought, fuck it. Nagins is going to win 2-1. Anyway, it comes to 10-8, and Nagin, all he has to do is get rid of, is it a Snotling? So he got 3 dice on it. Now, most people definitely Space. Space would do it. It'd be like, right, I've got a Hobgoblin here, but he hasn't got block. 3 dice, but you know what?
You bring in a block player.
I'm going to bring a block player in. Who else has tackle? That's what I'm going to do. Nagins didn't do that. He went with his Hobgoblin, who had no block on, and rolled skull both down and turned over. So otherwise he would have scored and it would have been 1-1. He ended up scoring in the second half and it was 1-1. And then his next game against the guy who I think you said now is being banned, the UGA Bulldogs. Well, I really feel sorry for him because the guy got defense blitz and did some crazy old BS and scored to make it 1-0. And everything just went wrong.
I'll tell you what, that UGA Bulldogs guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was wildcard Orcs. He was just ahead of me.
Yeah.
And he's a good player, but my God, his dice are just fucking amazing. It's unbelievable.
I saw that.
I watched a few of his games and double go for it $1 from the ball carrier is his go-to move.
Yeah.
And it just works. Every time, it's unbelievable.
And the thing was with Nagins, he already had one of his chuffs at -1 movement, so he already had a movement 3 chuff. In this game, he lost another chuff with -1 movement. So the apothecary came out, was like, get that apothecary out straight away. The apothecary gave him the same thing. So he ended with 2 -1 movement chuffs, and then later on in, I don't know if it's the first half, second half, he lost another chuff with -1 movement. So he's now got 3 chuffs at movement 3. And he went on to lose the game 2-0. He tried to go for a GFI with a Bull Centaur, rolled a double 1, and that hurt badly. And I could sympathise for him because what a lot of stuff has happened in of these last days happened to me on the PS4, and I felt sorry for him, but at the same time, obviously, I want him to lose because it helps me. So he was 2 days ago. He was locked in. I thought it was going to be a big scrap between me and Gnome Slayer. I really didn't think he was going to get dragged into this. But as you can see, his last 3 results, 3-0 against Liz and Co, who we already spoke about being in top form. 1-1 against Snaggletooth the Ogres, what you'd expect him. He should have won. There's no 2 ways why he should have won that one. And then the 2-0 against Bulldogs, everything what could have gone wrong in that game did go wrong for him, and I sympathise for him on there. So he's dragged himself now right in to the fight between
but then
me and
if you look before that, six wins on the bounce before that. So
he was in top form, but that's momentum for you.
Give him a couple of games. Give him a couple of games.
He could. It's momentum. He's just had a bad day at the office last 3 games, and we've all had that. Everyone can relate to that. I'm sure everyone Drick can relate to that. And he could easily now play again and go boom, 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 and blow me and Gnome Slayer out the water. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying now is because of he's had a bad run in the last 24 hours, it gives me and Gnome Slayer hope that actually, we can catch him. And in fact, he's now the 3rd Chorf team, if I remember correctly, out the 3. So if it ended now, he would miss out.
The triple move bust is massive as well.
Yeah,
that's horrendous.
That is.
I mean,
shocking.
movement 4 is bad enough, and you can't replace those guys this late. What would 6
you?
days left.
Yeah. What would you guys do? Guys, would you sack any of them movement 3 guys? Trippers, yeah, I deleted my Chorfs because I hated them. I detested them, and they just kept rolling 1s and stuff. So Yeah. But anyway, I'll talk about that on the PS4 show. Not sure about the Frenzy Ball Carrier. Yeah. That's a good point, Space. Frenzy Ball
He
Carrier.
can play both ways though. If he's,
Yeah,
it looks like he got frenzy first and then
it
turned
did.
into ball carrier.
It did, yeah, and that's a good
So-
point. Yeah, good point, Lil. Yeah, Lil Yoshi's really good point there because obviously he got frenzy, so this is going to be the surfing ball center, but then he got agility, so he's like, you know what? Oh god, man, I really need it to, use it as ball carriers. I get it both ways. But frenzy could put him in a lot of trouble with being a ball carrier, so I get where Space is going from
But
there.
also, I don't know, you could pull off some funny stuff with that.
Yeah,
If he was based up and you need to get out of
Yeah.
like an anti-cage where you're surrounded, you
Yeah.
could frenzy out of one of the corners, hoping for a push on the first one, knock him
Yeah.
down in the second, and
yeah,
then
it
walk
could do.
out.
It could do. I mean, Trips in. I mean, Trip. You never know if Trip's just trolling or not because he likes to troll a lot. But Trip, you've got to tell us why you don't like this team. Don't just say this playing bad. Explain yourself. Why is it bad?
I
Space
think he
Magic.
needs a frenzy ball carrier.
Oh, okay. Space
just
Magic
frenzy ball
is
carrier.
Space Magic is saying I wouldn't have took the agility on the frenzy ball center, and that's fine. I get that. I get that. We've had this conversation before where, do you have a ball center as a ball carrier or not? I'm not going to go into that now. Drick's saying you could frenzy, you could push the first hit, and then obviously dodge your way on with break tackle on the second. So there's a lot of things you could do, but the thing is he hasn't got break tackle. So hey. So yeah, he's got guard. And now then, the thing is, he's got 3 claw pieces, so he's actually got more claw than Gnome Slayer. I don't know if that's a much bigger deal or not. But obviously that's 3 claw mighty blow pieces, so you'd think his damage output should be good. But do you prefer this team to? Do you prefer this team to Gnome Slayers, or would you rather have Gnome Slayers team?
I think I'd rather have Gnome Slayer just because of the movement.
Yeah, the movement's bad, isn't it?
3 movement bursts is just massive. I would be really tempted to sack one of those, if not 2
Yeah,
of the guard mighty blow guys,
yeah,
and just try and grind a couple up to guard, if
Yeah.
nothing else. Because the mighty blow is pretty much irrelevant because you've got 3 claw pieces.
right.
So
yeah,
they're doing the blitzes and the hitting.
yeah, they're doing the damage.
An
aren't
extra couple of mighty blows, I could live without, and then the guard would be annoying to lose. But yeah, I could live without a mighty blow.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from. Interestingly, a lot of the top coaches gone for the security gate. He's gone, you know what, I'm going Magic Dome because obviously my agility is really low, especially if I'm going to use a bull center, although he's now agility 3. So I get that a lot. 19 wins, 7 draws, 5 losses, a very good record. And, I can imagine he didn't play anymore last night because he was salty as I don't know what, because he did have a bit of a bad luck. But again, it's a lesson to be learned when you have a 3-die
I wonder
block.
why he was spinning.
I think because he knew
top.
the thing
And
is,
he's got all the skills he needs.
yeah, but the problem is that me and Gnome were still playing, or Gnome definitely was still playing. And that's the thing. So if you're Najeen, you think, you know what, I ain't going to be able to sit on this record because Bernie and and Gnome are going to keep playing, and they're going to keep playing until they get wild cards.
If you two had the run eating instead of him having it, then you're
Well, yeah, you could
never
do.
catching up, and it's one
You
of
could
them.
do.
So I sometimes like to sit on it for just a day or two and see.
Well,
what the
yeah,
other
to be
players
fair,
do.
yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. What you do, it's what it is. What it is. But I was like, I thought, it's going to be really hard to catch him. My team took a lot of losses early on because I didn't have the guard. And my team's now starting to get a lot of momentum. Maybe he saw Gnome Slayer coming from nowhere. He's just winning all the time. I'm not losing that many. I think the loss against, I had the similar thing as this guy did. I ran into Drick and got my ass kicked by Drick, but then I lost to a guy who should have been banned, where he had guard all over the place, and I just couldn't lay a finger on him.
That's the same coach as UGA.
Is it? No.
Yeah, that was yeah.
2 different game tags, I'm
he
sure it is.
reused. Yeah, it's 2 different game tags. He got
Oh,
banned
that's not
on
nice.
that account that you played,
Wow.
And then he
And then he
came back
played
under
another one, did he?
a
Oh,
different-
that's not
and then
fair,
he played
is
a
it?
different gamer tag.
Oh, man. That's he should
But,
he should get a
I
big
spotted
ban.
it and gave it to the admins because
Well
he had the same team names.
Did
on
he?
some of them.
Right, good call.
So I assume the second one was banned because otherwise he was
Yeah.
wildcard Orcs.
Fair
I
enough.
can't see him just deleting it and walking
Fair
it
dues.
off.
Okay. Right, we'll leave that anyway. Well, let's get on to... So that's the second team. So let's get on to the final team then. My own team. Now, this is a tribute team to Cass and Rambo because, yeah, why not? I do like doing my tribute teams. They're always a lot of fun. 1950 TV. I just lost my Niggle Bull. Bless his console because he finally gave up the ghost. But there is my team. I'll let you discuss it first before I get into my own team. Anything you like, dislike of this team?
Plenty of claw. More claw than the rest, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
I
else
got
had
4.
2 or 3. You've got 4.
Yep.
You're missing the guard.
I am.
Which, if you run into either of those guys, will really matter. Is that 2 dirty players? You nasty bastard.
Yep, 2 dead players.
I can see why you'd have 1. I don't know why you'd have 2.
Hey. Because it's Cass Rambo. It's built on the respect of Cass Rambo and what they would do. And both of them would like to foul a lot, especially Calcium Cass. They both like the piling on. Hence why I've gone...
Where's the Minotaur then, if it's Cass?
He never takes a Manitou with Choffs. Each with Chaos he takes a Manitou.
I was going to say, I thought you were just if you reference his Chaos team, you should get a Mino in there as well, I think.
Yeah. I mean...
I know it's bloat. I know it's complete bloat, but...
Yeah, I mean, Trip saying I should have took Dauntless over a guard. The problem was, Trip, I didn't have enough guard. I wanted to give him Dauntless. I agree, I so wanted to, but I don't have the guard. And like Little said, as soon as I go to against some guard, and that's why I lost so many games early on in their career, is because I had the claw, and we're still trying to get the mighty blow and everything else, but we didn't have the guard, and people were just like, ha ha ha, good luck.
Piling on and guard, that was a bit of a...
Well, I don't have to pile on.
Sort of thing,
I don't have to pile on. I don't have to pile on. Plus, I can hit with the other guards and use his guard before he goes and tries to kill something. I've gone for the Magic Dome as well, because, hey, I think it's really important. Statistically, 23 wins, 7 draws, 7 losses. Yeah, 7 losses, but a lot of them came early doors. And, they're doing all right.
I think you're the only one with kick, aren't you? Why have you got kick on there?
Why have I got kick on there is so I'm fed up with the ball going out of play. So I think kick...
Fair enough.
I even with kick, I still manage to do it more times than not. I just like using kick. I didn't think I would with a short team, but I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna give kick, and then I can sort of get some sort of positional there. Space Magic said should have called the team Raging Erection. But yeah, Killer should have gone. Yeah, I like them. They're nice. They're livable little creatures. They really are. And I just love them. I just love the names, and I've had a lot of fun with them. And
why is Rambo eating a banana?
We had Cass punched a frog. We had Rambo ate a goldfish. He was a good hobgoblin. Rambo ate a goldfish and he got killed. I was devastated when someone killed him. We've had some really strange ones. We've had someone drop kick a chicken. All the hobgoblins get these really weird, bizarre names. Absolute really stupid names, and even Rambo is like, what on earth are you doing? Yeah, there's a lot of man love there. Absolutely. If it's 3-way, it's okay. But I always seem to do well with my tribute teams. I don't know if it's because there's a lot more fluff, and I love them a lot more than just a standard team. But this team was obviously built like they would build, and obviously we know Cass and Rambo killing first, guard later. And they've done well. They've caused carnage everywhere they've
avoided
gone.
Injuries for the most part. Only a couple of niggles, but other than that, you're doing all right.
Yeah, they've had a few injuries, and I've lost some players. Yeah. I've lost some players, and I lost the ball in the most ridiculous way. A one gang foul on the guy. Who just rolled and killed him. Well, he -1 armored him, so I got rid of him. But yeah, like I said, it's a fun team. I think it's fun. I get a lot of hate messages with this team, but hey,
I'm not surprised.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why. They're a lovable team.
People love playing against Claude Michael Pollon, don't they?
Of course. Why not? Absolutely. What's not to love? But there you go. So that is the 3 teams, and I think it's going to be bloody close. I'll be honest. I mean, if you look at the leaderboard, you can't really get much closer there. 4, 5, and 6. And the win for any three of them would probably put them top of the three. So it's a bit of a Russian roulette now, isn't it? It's like, oh my God, do I stick or twist? I'll be playing. I'm going to play because I'm a bit like what Rambo.
Obviously,
I'm a
no
bit like
players playing.
Yeah, I'm a bit like what Rambo's like. Rambo's like, you know what? You could sit on a team and then you could get knocked out first round. If it's a fun team like this is, go out and just cause carnage. And if you don't make it, at least you'll have fun killing shit. And that team does kill shit. So I can safely say they will probably play tonight or tomorrow for sure. And like I said, it'll be close.
What time? What time tonight? Just out of casual interest.
Ooh, about 11 p.m. 10 p.m.
Oh, good. I'll pass my bedtime. That's all right.
Yeah.
You go for it. As long as I'm not about, mate.
I'll probably run into space and get my ass kicked or Azo. Not Azo, Drick. But hey. But there you go. But yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. So there we go then. So there's the teams I'm going to look at this week. Next week we'll have a look at some of the well, I won't say lesser teams, some of the teams that are further down the rankings. But I just wanted to get that three-way in there because that is obviously very good. Right then, let's quickly have a look at the playoffs then. Who's left in the playoffs? That bloody Drake, I bet he's still in the playoffs still, isn't he? Oh yes. Let's have a look. Down to the last four. Blood Diggers versus Point and Click, and Drick Hunters versus Ratastical Mark IV. So if I remember, that's Drick's brother. Well, I can't remember. What's his name? I can't really remember. Drick's brother. That'll do. Point and Click.
Alvaro or something.
Oh, something like that. So Point and Click is Gnome Slayer. Drick Hunter is obviously Drick, and Ratastical is Mutt. So three great coaches and a noob. If we
and a coach, and a great coach's brother.
Yeah. Drick says he's a noob, so hey.
Terrible. Sorry.
Drick said he's a noob, so I there you go. So I wish I was a noob and got this far.
He's in the last four, so I ain't saying he's a noob, to be fair.
Yeah. He's brung a ringer in, hasn't he? That's what he's done. Right, so 4 teams left then. So in the quarterfinals, Concede Management got beat 2-1 by Blood Diggers. Point Click beat the Bad Beats 2-1. That was a bit of a shock to some. Puppers.
That was a weird. I watched that one and.
What's that? The Point Click one.
I don't know why Rambo scored so early in the first half. He looked to be in a really good position to stall it.
Rambo. That's what Rambo does. That's what Rambo does. He just scores.
No, he's in a great position to stall it out and just hold for the.
No, it just
hold for the first half and then go 1-1. It just went in and I was just like, oh my God. It's bizarre.
So Point Click won that one. Puppers gave Drick Hunters a good match, but in the end, Drick's class got through, and then Wretched Wolves were a bit unlucky against Ratastical, and the Rats go through. So it really is good because I can't wait to see the Drick versus Mutt. These two play a lot on the sea ladder as well. They go hammer and tongue between each other. That should be a great game. And I don't know much about Blood Diggers, but obviously credit where credit's due. He's got this far. But Dwarfs against Claw and Mighty Blow and Palanon, and a guy in Gnome Slayer who is in such top form. Is in so top form.
And he knows how to use them. So
there is. That's I mean, we could have our very first brother championship final. And then I would presume the pressure would be on Drick because if he lost to his brother, he'd never hear the last of it.
They brought him in as well, didn't they? Brought him to the game.
I think Gnome Slayer will get it. I think Gnome Slayer will get it done though. To be fair, he's in too much good form at the moment. He can do anything. And I think he'll get through. I would like to call the Drick and the Rats game Mutt because I think Mutt. I wouldn't say he's got Drick's number, but he knows how to beat Drick. And that's always good because not many of us do know to beat Drick. So I think that'll be a great game.
Just ridiculously good players.
Yeah,
they're both playing scoring teams there. So
I think the winner will come from that semi-final. I think Gnome Slayer will get to the final, but I think both these teams are probably good enough to beat his Nagel. They both know how to get around disturbing presence.
Who would you put the money on there?
Mutt and Drick. I'd have to see. To be fair, I'd have to see the teams how they're in. Let's look at Drick's team first. Look at that! He's got a bloody strength 4 war dancer. How does he do it? 8 players, so he's put another 210 on top, so that's 1730. And where is Mutt? Says, well, I'll take half an hour to find bloody Mutt's team now. What page is it on? Do you know? There he is.
It's not
Page 3.
at all.
Let's have a look. Because he got a few deaths, did Mutt, in the last game as well. As did Drick with lose his tree. Oh, movement 10, gutter runner. Oh, man, it's going to be close, this. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. It could go down to attrition.
Oh no, a one-turner could decide this.
Yeah, but Drick just might as well have a one-turn the way he does his one-turners. Oh, I don't know. I think... I don't... I'll go Drick. I'll go Drick.
If you go Drake, I'll go Mutt then. That's only fair.
Yeah. I think it's
I'd like
very
to see...
close.
I don't think Skaven have won one yet. I'd like to see Skaven win one.
I tell you what's
They're
a
a
really
really good
really key point here, and Drick has just said both teams will have a wizard because it's at it's a Drick Stadium enhancement. Yeah, Drick said I don't care about one turner. He wouldn't because hey, he knows how to just do it himself anyway, and he probably knows how to defend much better than we do against him. So yeah, I think Drick will be. I think Drick
I don't know
will
how
win
you
it again.
defend against a natural one-turner with...
Well, you know what?
agility
Go
5.
and watch Drick's videos. That'll show you how. Oh, just watch the semi-final because I'm sure where.
Well, I hope they roll a 2 out of those 3 dice, that's it. Because they're going to find... You have to leave a hole, so...
Yeah. But yeah, I think Drick will win the full thing. The only way I can see him get beat is getting beat by Mutt. And if Mutt wins, I think he'll go through. Attrition's a problem because if the Blood Diggers get through, that's a lot of tackle, what could be a problem. But then Gnome Slayer, he's in good form, but we'll see. Anyway, there's the that's the semi-final, and we're down to the last 4 there. And if I remember, for anyone who's probably not interested, 3 of them teams on the formula were in the top 10. So there you go. Blood Diggers, the only one not in the top 10, they was 14th. So the formula seems to be working nicely. Right then, next part of the show. Right, the debate. Right, okay, the debate this week is Fend. We've noticed that Fend is coming in quite popular, and I've seen it coming on the PS4 as well, where one of my very well-respected coaches, Shagrath, has gone wrestle Fend on the front line of his human team. It was very annoying for, obviously, kill teams. But obviously, you brought this forward as a debate, obviously, Fend. It's becoming a really good skill. And it's sort of like, it's getting popular, and it makes sense because there's a lot of kill teams. Obviously, you look at man, we've just seen 3 Mighty Blow Claw piling on pieces. You got Fend there, that obviously makes my team a lot less scary. Your Orcs, do you really use Fend on your team? I guess you wouldn't, would you?
I have it on the ball carrier.
Yeah, yeah.
It tends to be an early door skill for my thrower.
Yeah.
My thrower died 2 games ago, unfortunately, but he was Blodge off return Fend, and he was doing really well from it. He got me a surf the other day because of it, because the player couldn't follow up and was stuck on the sideline.
Yeah.
So I managed to get in for a surf, which was a nice little... I wasn't expecting that to happen. A nice little byproduct.
Yeah.
But now I find it really useful, especially if you've got Blodge on him as well, because then,
it's sort of. I don't know. I mean, obviously the chat, they may be able to tell us, if they're a big fan of Fend or not, and when to take it, when not to. But I think, because obviously there's a lot of kill teams, I think people have now decided, you know what, pieces I don't want to die, I'm going to give them Fend, because then at least, they're only going to get the one hit. Because I've noticed since I've played, obviously, with Cast Rambo, a lot of the damage I do is on the piling on. It's like, you know what? If I miss you the first time, I'm going to get you the second time. So obviously Fend would obviously help against that. But I've been stunned by the amount of injuries I've made is on the piling on, not the original hit.
And also, if they don't take you down at all, then you're 1 square away from someone who's probably move 4 or move 6. You're at least as quicker than, if not quicker. You've got a 1 square head start. You can get back over to... Get out of the way, or get over to where the action is if you're... if they're in a little scrap somewhere else on the pitch. It's just really useful for freeing players up to get them to where they'll be more useful.
Yeah,
especially against... if it's a dwarf, then,
I think...
2 turns away from you at that point.
I think Fend is, to me, things like zombies and things where you just put L on LOS. I would go wrestle then fend, especially through agility 3. Not solely through agility 4 because they can dodge you in a 2+, but like Norse as well, they're another team. On your LOS, get wrestle, get fend, and then obviously if they hit you, even if they knock you down, you're square away so that agility 3 doesn't hinder you. Because the amount of teams I see where your players get injured by, even with our hobgoblins, oh no, shall the lane get hit by a mighty blow? No, what? I'll dodge away with my agility 3, roll a 1 or a 2, and then he injures himself anyway. But with fend, if you survive, then at least you can get around and move about a bit better. And I can see a lot of benefits for fend, especially on your LOS. No, Trip, I was on about, sorry, not Norse, I was on about, low AV teams with agility. I mean, Norse obviously had block, so you wouldn't take wrestle and block on bloody Norse. But you would take fend on your LOS, you should do. But yeah.
Skaven linemen, if they survive
again, agility 3, AV7.
Wrestling in general on Skaven's really good because
I do, yeah.
Already, so
I love wrestle on Skaven because I think with Skaven you're trying to make enough gaps for your better players to go through because they're so fast. And I suppose you could say the same about Woodies as well. So wrestle is a great thing to have, and obviously your guys on the floor, you can get up next 10, your guys on the floor, everything's rosy. So yeah, I like fend. It's not something I'll take on my chuffs. But I can see why all of a sudden it's becoming really, really popular. It's just something obviously I'd take second or third skill.
That loads of people seem to have come to the same conclusion this season, tail end of last.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see it at all before, and then loads of people have all of a sudden go, oh, actually.
Yeah, I suppose.
So it seems to be a big metagame shift against. Which will be interesting to see how that plays out.
It will be because, like I said, the obvious thing, like we said, is it does help against kill teams with piling on. But I think more important than that is obviously if they're agility 3 and they're AV7, it gives them space between the guy who's just hit them, and then they can maneuver themselves so they're not tied down, and that'll save on rerolls, that'll save on armor breaks and everything else. So, I think that is another key aspect. And obviously as well, you see peasants with fend, they're a pain in the backside. They can screen things off and you can't get through. Even if you knock them down, you can't follow through and get an assist and stuff like that. So, I can see why fend's getting more and more popular.
Fend step, actually.
Fend step for the win. Explain Slacker and Trip. Fend step, what the hell?
Fend and sidestep.
Right, so I've never seen it. So what is it? I would hit...
No, nor have I.
I would hit a guy with fend, but he has sidestep. So not only do I hit him, he can choose where he goes, and obviously the other guy can't move.
If he stays on his feet, he also chooses where he moves as well, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I like that idea.
I've never seen it, I'll be honest, but obviously Slacker and Trip are both...
No, I haven't, but I like the idea.
Fend step, guard. You can reliably mark with fend step. Yeah. I get it. So basically, because obviously with fend, they can push you into whatever square they want. So if he's got, if he's got another guy next to him, he can push you in there with obviously sidestep. You choose where you go. Yes, I see what it is, but I don't know. I think a lot of my fend pieces will be a line of scrimmage. I don't think I'd want sidestep. But hey, it's a good thing. I'm glad you've said it because I never knew about it until you've just said that. So yeah, so fend, interesting. So we'll have to keep our eye on this, Yoshi, see how much more popular it gets. But I think if I end up playing a less armoured team next season, then fend I'll definitely be looking at, especially on my LOS. Anyway, we're getting close to the end of the show, but the 50-50. Now, this 50-50 segment is something where we pick a subject, and usually you've got 50% of the coaches saying, oh yeah, I'd definitely do it this way. The other 50% would disagree and do it another way. This week's debate is chainsaws. Woohoo! Are they a waste of cash or are they amazing? I've been speaking to a lot of people. I'm on the basis I freaking hate them and they never do me any good, but a lot of people love them. Where do you stand on the debate on the 50-50, Yoshi? Are you a big fan of them or do you hate them?
I kind of like. I'm not a massive fan, but I do kind of like them against high AV teams. But I don't like to. I only like to foul with them, to be honest.
Right.
I think they're useless for actually hitting anyone. They're just they're good fun to foul with. If you're up against a kill team, especially with piling on, then it's funny just to set one just to chainsaw them while they're down. He's getting sent off anyway, so I don't tend to even bother getting a bribe to keep him around. It's just a case of, well, he'll have as many turns fun as he has, and that's that. But I wouldn't use them seriously, as a way of actually hitting people or doing any damage that way, because they never work.
Yeah.
And if the opponent takes one, and I love it when an opponent takes one, if I'm honest, especially if they don't hide it.
Oh yes, if they don't hide it, that's going down, isn't it? That's going down straight away.
Because you just belt it straight away, and it's like -3 OB. You've got every chance of injuring him straight off the bat, and that's whatever they are, anywhere between 80 and 120k inducement in the bin. Yeah.
And quite a lot of them. I mean, let's have a look at what the chat's saying. Brain Slug says they are so fun. That is an awesome game attack, by the way. Big D Boros says hell no. Star, is that Slayer chainsaws are crap? Sorry, I think I'm supposed to say Star Player chainsaws are crap, but gobos are amazing. Trip says if you get chainsaws are a test of noobiness. This is Carnage says I've only been on the receiving end of chainsaws and they are a pain in the ass if you don't put them down quickly. Commander oh god, you have to give me the big names, don't you, Slacker? They are quintessentially, see how I said that, Blood Bowl. I can't disagree there.
Very nice, good pronunciation.
Good, wasn't it? A guy from Hull can pronounce it as good as that. They are inevitably put out. It's a question how much they can take with them. And how exposed they are. Yeah. I'd
agree with that.
I look at them. If I, like you, chainsaws usually do well against me, but if I take a chainsaw, and I did in my playoffs against Space Magic, first turn, rolled a 1, re-roll 1, out of the game. And that's usually what I get. That is usually what I get with them.
Re-rolling, mate.
Yeah, but I just did because, hey, I didn't care about Blizzards. But but that's true what happened. I've had one game where the chainsaw was just amazing, and he injured 2 players and knocked one out. That's the best game I've ever had with him. And then I thought, hey, I'll play with chainsaws next 3 games, and it was back to normal. The thing is, as well, chainsaws are quite easy to get off the pitch. So you're sort of trying to protect the chainsaw, but then after you chainsawed, you can't run away. So you have to.
That's why they're good for fouls. That's why they're good for fouls.
So you have to yeah, but then you
because you bring in 2-3 players in to assist anyway. Yeah. And then he sits between a couple of those, so he's in a pretty safe spot. So that's why you use him to foul, and he's going to get sent off at the end of 8 turns regardless.
Yeah,
if he gets 3 or 4 fouls in, and does some damage, he's done his job much easier.
But they very rarely do, because the other team are going to dial in and take him out. I mean, Big D, I agree with Big D. Big D saying, look, the Goblin 40k chainsaw person, fantastic. Yes, definitely have that, because it's 40k, so it's value for money. But these star players he's saying are way too expensive. I mean, some of them, Nobler, I love Nobler, 130k. But the amount of times he's killed himself and the opponents. And then you look at 130k.
Is he the strength 4 one?
No, he's strength 2. The strength 4 one,
no,
that's
the strength 4 one. He's a bit of a...
Okay. He's a bit of a beast, isn't he?
Yeah, well, trying to hit him, mate, he's a lot more difficult to hit than the other.
Yeah, I do like the strength 4.
A little bit of built-in protection, which is quite nice.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he, with the strength 4. You can protect him a lot better than most others. But to me, 130k or whatever, 110k, you're almost as close to a wizard or 2 babes or a Brab. A Brab would probably be better off for yourself, for instance. A Brab would be better off because then you can keep fouling and you have the safety net of a Brab. But it's a funny one, isn't it?
I don't take them unless I've got a lot of money in inducements. I'm pretty much always 2 babes and a whiz is like my go-to. And then after that, if I've got something left, then I'll start to think about other stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think they're very expensive, and like I say, it's bizarre because I don't really like seeing them because I think, oh god, they always work well against me. But then, it's the first thing. I'd rather see someone with a chainsaw than a wizard. I'd rather them take a chainsaw than a wizard.
Oh, definitely.
Because I know for a fact
you don't have to play around a chainsaw the same way. You have to play differently when you've got a wizard. You can't decide to follow the ball and get lucky, so you have to break your cage a bit, and you have to, double layer stuff.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at the Chaos guy, Max. Movement 5, Strength 4, Agility 3, AV 8. But he does have no skills apart from chainsaw. He doesn't have no stand fair and block or anything like that. 130k he will cost.
Doesn't need him.
So, there you go.
Yeah, it's pretty much a wizard then, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, sort of thing. But what we're gonna do is I put a poll out in the Facebook groups, and obviously I put it on the Sign forum as well. Next show we're gonna talk about the elf teams. My poll question was, which is the best elf team? So we'll get results from that. The one after that will be, I'll give you some inside info now, will be, which is the best chainsaw piece? It'll be star player. I will not be putting the goblin one in there because, it'd be a bit unfair. I think it's
that'd win, wouldn't it? Really?
It would, yeah. But we're looking on star player chainsaws.
The one without Loner would win.
Yeah. So we already know that. So that'll be the next one we'll do. But yeah, Fenn's really good. Chainsaws. So I'm in I'd rather try and get something else camp. And what are you gonna do? Are you in chainsaw camp? Are you in it or are you out it? Yes or no?
They're on my list of stuff I'd have, but there's other stuff I'm going to have first. So if I've already got a wizard and 2 babes, then a chainsaw is in the picture.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be like my one and only thing that I'd get.
Yeah. Trippers are saying you can have a player beastman, using the mech and the skill up for 140k. What would probably be a lot better than a chainsaw, a lot more reliable, put it like that, and he obviously wouldn't get sent off unless he rolls a double after a draft. So yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. So like I said, I'm not saying I'll never take a chainsaw, but I think I'd more likely take a chainsaw against like lower AV, because I think a lot of times when you go against orcs and that, it doesn't always work. Where a nice juicy war dancer or a catcher or something like that.
Well, you're down to like 5+, aren't you, on that?
Yeah, that's a lot better. But I'm not a big fan of chainsaw. I always try and find something better, unless obviously I'm playing goblins and the 40k one is a godsend. The other thing, I tell you another thing. What I do though, talking about chainsaws, and this will probably help Mr. Yoshi because you're an orc player, and obviously I like to play in orcs. What I try and do, and what I'll try and do on the PS4 is I will get the Nuffle altar inducement, and basically, obviously, anyone who doesn't know what that is, it makes you plays 50k cheaper. So, basically, you can get
40k start player.
There's a 60k start player, Bomber Dribble Snot, what's obviously the Bombardiers. So you get in for 10k, but I think the chainsaw guy's 100k, so you get a chainsaw for 50k. So, when, like, Big D was saying, 40k, brilliant value. Well, an orc, 50k, I think his Armanan as well. So, if anything's going to take a chainsaw to himself, it's going to be him. So, for 50k, so for 60k, you can get a freaking grenade-throwing bombardier and a chainsaw. So that's your...
I don't like the bombardiers, if I'm honest. Even on a goblin team, I think they're...
It's 10k.
I know.
Even if it's just...
to kill your own team.
Yeah, but even if you just put him on the bench, and then say for instance they score you and you've got your 10 there, you just put him on and give someone a boot. Just foul for 10k.
Yeah, true. Yeah, just use them to stamp for 10k. Actually, yeah, maybe as a fouler, I'd use them.
10k, you can't go wrong there, can you? And sometimes if you've got a game where there's only 20k difference between you and your opponent and you're at home, why not get him? You never know, he might surprise you. And if he doesn't, it's 10k. But that's the only time I would probably use a chainsaw, is getting the 50k orc guy, because I think he would be value for money for sure. But yeah, mainly I'm against him.
That stadium inducement's a gamble though, isn't it? Because I could.
Why is
if you're coming out at higher TV, you might be giving them a chance.
It's Blood Bowl.
So,
it's Blood Bowl, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's always going to be a gamble. But the thing is, I can scum them players and not be that worried about it. That's the thing. I won't be too worried about that. Just to show people, I'll just go to them. So if you get the Nuffle altar, you get Ugroth, who's a movement 5, strength 3, agility 3, armor 9. I love the armor 9 on there. So basically, needed to roll a 7+ to take him off the pitch. So he would cost 50k, and then obviously you've got your Bomber Dribble Snot would cost you 10k. Scrap of 100k, not bad. And obviously Bomber. The thing is, you can even get Ripper for 220 if you against, if you've got a bit more inducement. I always like Ripper. I think he's a good buy as well. So there you go. But there you go. I'm not for them. I think Yoshi, by the sounds of it, is sitting on the fence. Trippers he's got an immensely long-winded thing I can't read at the moment.
I think he's basically saying very much no.
Right, fair dues. So
he's
next
with Beastman Dirty Player instead.
Yeah, and
that makes a lot of sense.
I do say that makes a lot of sense. So obviously next week we'll have poll of the week. Ask Bernie will be back next week. Please ask questions, even if they're daft ones, because hey, it's always fun. So they'll be back next week. The other thing what we was going to do at the start of the show, we thought we know what we'll wait till the end, is this. I mean, basically me and Yoshi are going to be basically co-announcing as many of these shows as possible. But we do need guests. So, we need people to help out there. Otherwise, you're just going to get me and Yoshi all the time. And we figure out that 3 people is better than 2 anyway. So I will be harassing and asking people to join us, and as we go through this. So there you go. Right, we are back. I tell you what else is back, and Yoshi loves it, don't you, Yosh? I bet you can't wait for this part of the show.
I've been looking forward to this whole show, mate.
I bet you are. Mastermind is back, yes.
Prove how little I fucking know.
Yes, 10 questions in 60 seconds if you're quick enough to answer them quickly. And basically, I'm not going to do it against the PS4. I'm going to have if you've ever seen Top Gear, where they have, obviously the name of the person and how long they took them to drive that car on the lap, we'll be doing that. So I'm going to keep a record of them and see who becomes the Xbox champion of the year. So, hey, let's see. So I'll just get my stopwatch ready. Anyone who doesn't know, he gets 60 seconds to basically answer as many questions as possible in that time. And he will get a maximum of 10 questions, and obviously that's basically it. So they're all to do with Blood Bowl, and there may be some to do with the Xbox. So are you ready?
Yeah,
Yoshi? Go on. I've just got to find my questions now. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it? This is where I say, well, actually, I can't find them.
Well, you ask if I'm ready and you're not ready. Come on, mate.
You know what? I'm laughing and joking here. I'm trying to find them. I've got everything here.
Oh, we go.
I've got it here.
Good man.
Here we
Good
go.
man.
I've got them. Here we go. If you guys want to shout out in chat, hell, why not? He's not going to be able to read them all in time. So, right, are we ready? I'll get the clock ready. So the clock will start when I ask the first question. Okay. So, I just got to get my pen. And here we go. Which coach won last season's championship ladder?
Space Magic.
How much does Bomber Dribble Snot cost?
Literally just said this. Pass.
How many Strength 4 or more pieces can a Lisbon team have on a starting roster?
7.
How much does Jordal Fresh Breeze cost?
320.
What piece is the fastest on an Amazon team? Catcher, blitzer, or thrower?
They're all the same.
What private league did Bernie Buffon join last season?
Blood and Tears. Oh no, it was our one. Sorry. Premiership.
Oh my word!
Premiership.
I'm not even gonna talk. You're not having that. How dare you get that wrong? Who did Drick Assassins knock off top spot of the sea ladder this season? Which team did he knock off?
Space's team.
What's it called?
I can't remember the name of the team.
Oh, and that's it. It's over. Oh dear.
Mugged myself.
I'm hurt that we didn't get. You know what? I wasn't gonna put what private league did Bernie Buffon actually join, because I thought, you know what, that's a gimme. Since you're in there and you may become an admin in there. Blood and Tears on an Xbox show.
But Bernie Buffon didn't join that.
I did.
Bernie on Xbox joined our league.
Oh, don't start giving me that rubbish. Don't even give me that. Don't even go there. Oh wait, some trippers. Amazons.
Deliberately misleading.
No, not having that. So, which coach won last season's champion ladder? You said Space Magic, and I bet he's like, he loves you for that. But it was Wilhelm Chaney who won the.
No, you said the ladder.
Yeah, the cup.
Playoff was Wilhelm Chaney.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you another question then. I'll give you a question. I'll give you another question, just to be safe. Here we go. Who costs more, Varric Gulchuet or Zara the Slayer?
Zara the Slayer. No idea.
Okay. It was Varagultura, 2-9.
Got it wrong anyway. There we go.
Yeah, so I would say 270. I'll have to make sure I get it. Oh, my dog's not happy. You right, Bernie? What's up? Are your dog's barking? He's not happy about something. So, how much was Bomber Dribble Salt? Well, we did the same minute ago, but that was 60k. You did get the lizard one right. 7, because obviously 6 Saurus and 1. What's up with you? He's shut up.
Yeah, he's getting mental.
What? It's that doesn't sound.
He's upset with your questions, mate.
He's not. He didn't get them right, did he? I know, it's terrible. It's terrible. He was. I think he had money on you getting them all right. Obviously, you do not like them. Oh, enough. Obviously, I like my trick questions. You saw through that one. What is the fastest Amazon piece? They're all the same. And who did Drick Assassin knock off top spot? It was the Napoleon Complex.
I couldn't remember the name of the team.
No.
I knew it was spaced again.
Yeah, so you got 1, 2.
You can stop counting.
Yep. There you got 2 out. Where is Yoshi from? Are you from England?
At least I'm from Birmingham originally.
Birmingham. There you go, England.
Yeah, I haven't got the accent, thankfully. But now I live in the Black Country.
There you go. I don't know what Trip's been doing. He's put one Amazon, 240k, 3 Griff, 4 Rambo. I don't know. Dazavi, if you didn't know, this guy has beaten Drick. Yes. There we go. And he's drawn, I think, with Mutt. So watch this space.
He used that as a motto on one of his teams now.
Yeah, I beat Drick once, yeah. I love it. I like it. I love the guy. I think he should be telling everybody that. So, there you go then. So, the good news is, though, Yoshi is top of the Mastermind board. Woohoo! Well done, Sarah, with a mighty score of 2. So, you were top. You can say you was top of that board.
Wow.
You was top of that board. Not many people. About 8.
I was going for like the... I was going for like pass if you don't know tactic, and it just...
Yeah, it almost
I didn't know any of the fuckers. So,
sounds like he's from Tamworth, apparently.
I don't know what that means. Is that a compliment or an insult?
No, it's a city or village or something like that, another part of England.
No, I know, but sounding like you're from there, is that a compliment or an insult?
I don't know.
Which way
I have no idea. Right then, so next show we'll know who is the championship winner. Will it be Drick? Will it be his brother? Will it be Gnome Slayer, who's so hot right now he can beat anybody? Or will it be whoever else is left? Is it Mutt? I'm sure it's Mutt. Did we find out who Fluffy was? I didn't even give a look. Did we not find out who Fluffy was?
No, you didn't mention.
God damn him. There we go. Anyway, that's us done. Thanks for everybody, obviously, on Twitch. If you've already seen so much of the show, shame on you. But don't worry, you can watch it on my Blood Bowl channel, Bernie Booth on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, please do, because obviously it'll tell you when new content are on there. And it just makes it easy for you, because a lot of time I delete my videos off Twitch and put them all on YouTube. So anyway, thanks to Yoshi. Slacker said he'll join us sometime, so we'll have to hold him to that. So we'll have to get Slacker on there.
That'd be good.
Definitely get him on, won't we? You've just tuned in.
I want to hear how he's enjoying being napping, actually.
Oh, it's his Rat Ogre.
He's got some shockers.
Fluffy Rat Ogre. That's a Rat Ogre. Will his Rat Ogre survive? Of course his Rat Ogre will survive. Even against bloody Wood Elves. What did you... Oh, Narnia, I just tuned in. What do I miss? Not much, really. Not much. Only what? About an hour and 23 minutes. Don't worry about it. But if you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, what you should have done on Narnia, it'll be exported to there the next 10-15 minutes. So you can watch it all back in glorious at your own pleasure while sipping a beer or something. Whatever you guys do. But yeah, Fluffy will survive. Fluffy will survive against the Wood Elves.
I'm going to go for a no. I think.
You doom and gloom, aren't you? Doom and gloom. I presume when he says survive, it means death. It doesn't mean like niggled injury or anything like that.
I don't know. We've heard that someone sacks strength 4 war dancers on a niggle. So
yeah. Oh, that's
a non-double Rat Ogre. Nah,
yeah. Maybe Drick wants to give himself a challenge.
Going home very quickly.
Yeah. It just sort of makes sense in a way, I suppose, because he's probably thinking, you know what, if I carried him in, there's a good chance he would die, so I could skill up another one now. So Drick being as great as he always is, Fantastico. Anyway, we're done. We're out. We'll be back in a couple of weeks, and it'll be a three-way. Yes, three-way conversation. So it's bound to get more crazy.
Man sandwich.
Yeah, definitely. Drix brother, yeah. Drix brother, yeah. We call him Drix brother. We don't call him by his coach name, do we? We just call him by Drix brother.
Zach or something, isn't it? Is that right?
Yeah, but we call him Drix brother. It's a lot easier. But fair play to him, he got there. Oh yeah, but yeah. So we're back in a couple of weeks where I'm going to try and get somebody else on. We'll try Slacker, Space, Rambo. You know the score. We'll try and get someone on. And next week as well, because we run out of time. Next week will be Coach Spotlight, where we'll talk about a coach as well, and just basically go how much we like them and what we think about them. So there we go. So thanks again, guys, and we'll see you in next episode in 2 weeks' time. Take care. Good luck on the Blood Bowl pitch, and see you all later.
See you later.
Bye bye.